Troubles will come, troubles will go. Heartaches will come, heartaches will go. Storms will come, storms will go. In the world today, we are experiencing a series of storms. Political storms, interracial storms, societal storms, financial storms. Many of us are going through our own personal storm. We cannot stop storms from coming, but we can prepare for it. We can prepare and fortify ourselves. We can use the storms in life to help us become better. If some of the things that has happened didn't happen, many of us would not have known that we can survive through storms. Remember, storms have a way of refocusing our attention to what really matters. It has a way of helping us to look at the foundations in which we build our lives. Storms. I wrote about storms in my new book. What am I talking about? Have you ever been lost? Have you ever been alone? Have you ever been betrayed? Have you ever been disappointed? Have you ever experienced mental pressure? It is said that 1 in 4 people will experience mental illness. That could easily be you or I. But what it is how do we handle when storms bring us unexpected circumstances? Do you cave in, pretend like it's not happened? Do you fall or crumble under the pressures that life brings you? No. 3 things about storm. Storms come to reveal what we're really made of. Storms restores the natural balance of things. Storm can be used as an agent of success. My book, Rejection, an Agent of Success, is written for people like yourself and myself, going through a series of experiences that deals with anyone from all walks of life. I've written practical ways that I've overcome many of these kinds of storms. Now, there are many times where we hear or we feel that life is over, that there is no hope, that there is no respite, there's no way out of this situation. Today, I've come with a good news. There is more in you than you can imagine. We have built within us the power to overcome. It's just about tapping into that potential and the greatness that God has put in us. And so I wrote this book, going through some series of life challenges myself. Does subscribing to a particular belief exempt us from mental issues? Does your status in life exempt you from mental pressures? Your age, your race, your status of wealth, does it exempt us from having mental illnesses or mental pressures? The answer is no. However, there are ways to overcome it. There are ways to use these storms as an avenue to come up with a change. Change is good. Change is what brings us to discover, or rather, crisis. Crisis can bring about change. The world is in crisis. It is time to use it to your advantage. It is time to take advantage of these storms and build something great in your life. And so my book, Rejection, an Agent of Success, is an opportunity for you to use these practical steps. Now, many of us cannot even think about how a storm can bring about success. It is this same concept that is in my book, Rejection, an Agent of Success. At one point in our lives, many of us will go through one form of rejection: emotional distress, mental pressures. Your status, your age, your race, even the financial status of your life does not exempt us from storm. And so in my book, Rejection, an Agent of Success, I'm able to share even my personal stories, my personal storms. I remember clearly in my life when I went through a time where suicidal thoughts were a norm. I remember sitting and thinking, should I end it all? Should I hit rock bottom? Should I end it all? But I said, no, I will not. I will turn and use the rejection as an agent of success. That is one of the bases for this book. I implore you, I encourage you, get a copy of this book and you will begin to see how to use rejection and failure and life storms and things that has put you down to rise up and become a better person. You can become a better person. You can do it. Yes, you can. Rejection need not be the end. You can use it as an agent of success. It doesn't matter where you've been. It doesn't matter what you've done. It doesn't matter your background or even the limitations you feel. Today, I've brought you good news. In the book, Rejection, an Agent of Success, you can use the things, the negative things in life to ensure that you can achieve something great. Success, remember, is relative. You can become what you can become through using rejection as an agent of success. In my book, I talk about the 7 types of rejection. I talk about confidence, how we can build confidence. I talk about identity. Many of us are looking, who am I? You've asked that question. I talk about, in my book, the question. I address the question, why does bad things happen to good people? I talk about the question, is it okay to challenge God? Is it okay to question God? I talk about the many things that we go through that many of us are perhaps too afraid to ask. We can explore these topics. I talk also about forgiveness, how hard it could be, but how easier it can be made. I talk about also using what you have in your hands can be used by you to become a better person. Why not get your copy now? Rejection, an Agent of Success. I promise you will not regret it. Contact me. Facebook, Instagram, email, YouTube. Contact me and I'll be sure to answer your questions. Thank you. Remember, rejection can be an agent of success. Thank you.